Contingent upon how long you've been exchanging digital forms of money or how educated you will be, you can advise that the most effective way to become showbiz royalty in cryptos is effective money management early. Advanced monetary standards frequently enter the market at exceptionally low costs and develop with time. Contributing early gives you an edge over individuals who will contribute later. Putting resources into a digital money early enough for the most part implies you will purchase the coin at a modest cost. At the point when the coin performs well and turns into a hot cake, you can sell and create a ton of gain. This doesn't occur with each coin, nonetheless, which is the reason it is vital to investigate a coin appropriately prior to purchasing. Here, we will talk about the possibilities of Curve, CRV, making you wealthy in decade. At present, Curve is one of the popular coins in DeFi. Likewise called Curve Finance, the Curve convention is causing disturbances in view of how it helps merchants' financial backers who center around stablecoins. The local money of the organization, which is likewise called Curve and exchanges under the ticker image CRV, is additionally becoming famous continuously. In any case, can Curve, CRV, make you wealthy in decade? There are explicit ways of deciding if a computerized resource can turn out to be more important later on, and we will follow this demonstrated example to respond to the crucial inquiry above. In any case, you ought to realize that we don't offer venture guidance. It is vital, accordingly, that you read each part of this post cautiously. Eventually, you ought to have the option to choose whether a drawn-out interest in Curve, CRV, is worth the effort. What is Curve? Bend is a decentralized trade, DEX, and computerized market creator, AM, for stablecoins. Likewise called Curve Finance, the stage was made to give decentralized finance, DeFi, administrations for stablecoins brokers financial backers. It was first sent off as a convention, yet has since changed into a whole biological system, complete with a DAO. Bend isn't similar to other digital currency stages. For a beginning, it was intended for the stablecoin specialty. From its extraordinary innovation to implanted highlights, the organization is intended to serve a vested party in the DeFi area, but at the same time is doing what's necessary to draw in others to this selective specialty. It gives liquidity pools to stablecoins and furthermore works with consistent exchanges between these fixed monetary forms and other advanced resources. Bend Finance is basically the same as one of the most well-known computerized market-making stages, Uniswap. As a matter of fact, it was intended to be the Uniswap of stablecoins and was recently named StableSwap by the organizer. Indeed, even before the send-off of the Curve token, CRV, the convention had vanquished its objective market on account of its high return and low slippage. As implied in the past passage, Curve has a local cache, which is likewise called Curve. It is an ERC20 token based on Ethereum and exchanges under the ticker image CRV. It drives the Curve organization and furthermore fills in as the utility token. Bend CRV is the computerized resource you should purchase to put resources into the organization. Its presentation later on will at last decide if you will create a gain or a misfortune from the speculation. However, there are alternate ways of acquiring from the organization. Exchanging the token is the commonest method for bringing in cash from it. How does Curve work? Like other computerized market producers, Curve takes into consideration programmed exchanging of advanced resources by utilizing liquidity pools rather than purchaser-to-vendor exchanges. A liquidity pool is very much like a common pot or tokens given by members of the organization. Such members are boosted for adding to the liquidity pool. As we have kept up with from the start of the video, Curve is centered around stablecoins, so its liquidity pools incorporate stablecoins like USDT, USDC, DAI, BUSD, and some others. The other pools are for wrapped bitcoins and a couple other ERC tokens on Ethereum. It upholds around 17 pools altogether. Bend works with the most significant level of exchanges in stablecoins. As well as giving liquidity pools, it ensures lower charges and negligible slippage in stablecoin exchanges. While clients of Curve can exchange stablecoins straightforwardly from their wallets, they can likewise exchange Curve tokens on some other stage. As expressed as of now, the Curve token, CRV, is the advanced resource we are zeroing in on. What about the Curve token? The time has come to discuss the Curve token, CRV. As expressed before, it is an ERC20 token, and that implies it is based on Ethereum. As well as being the essential venture vehicle in the organization, it is additionally the administration token, and that implies it presents to holders the powers to decide on how the convention and its whole environment is run. The worth of the Curve token you hold will decide the democratic power you will get. Key choices concerning the convention are made. Clients are additionally expected to lock their CRV tokens to get casting of ballot rights. What long you lock your tokens additionally means for the democratic power you will get. The greatest length for locking CRV is 4 years. Bend CRV was mined through AP mining and stake drop. There was no initial coin offering, so the normal cost of the token in the principal month on Binance is utilized as the ICO cost. That cost is $3.5. The cost of the token soar in the initial not many weeks prior to crashing in an emotional way. A greater amount of that later. Is Curve a good investment? We've proactively focused on that. Putting resources into Curve essentially implies purchasing the token at a point and selling at another moment that you feel the market is great. However, the idea of the organization and its reception will impact the worth of the token later on, taking into account the historical backdrop of the token and its prospects is more secure. All in all, is Curve a wise speculation? The way things are, nobody can vouch that Curve is a wise speculation. The organization is perfect, however there are issues with the symbolic that you or any other person ought to never neglect. It was plainly overrated in the good old days, and when the cost came crashing, many individuals lost cash. While some degree of steadiness has gotten back to its market, Curve is as yet viewed as an unpredictable and hazardous speculation. A ton can change in the next few months or years, yet Curve isn't seeming as though one of the most mind-blowing speculation vehicles in the digital currency space. This is all in all an oddity when you consider the way that the organization is centered around stablecoins. Will Curve make you rich in 10 years? Bend, as other digital currencies, is a speculative venture. That implies its worth for the most part rely upon request and supply. Such resources can acquire or lose esteem rapidly. A decade is quite a while for the coin to develop fundamentally and make financial backers rich. A decade is likewise sufficient time for the coin to turn into much